guys. I really wish you all were here with us, hoping that you're well and happy at home. But I did want to give you a little help to get started for this coming week. So, this is going to be the week of September 21st to make sure that you are keeping up with us on Google Classroom and you can jump right back into science lessons when you return. Okay, so let me go ahead and minimize my screen here. All right, so when you get on to Google Classroom, there are a couple of new posts that are here for you. First one, we have started a new topic all about atmospheric pollution. And so these involves a lot of new pollutants that exist with us down in the troposphere. So the first thing I'd like you to do is open up this post that's air pollution video help. When you open that, there are going to be two YouTube videos that I think are really helpful to explore the types of pollutants that we're talking about and the side effects that they actually have to our health here in the troposphere. Then in your classwork tab, down in your notes and practice section, you once again see the air pollution video help links, same links, but I am giving you the notes of what we're calling the big 6 atmospheric pollutants. So if we go ahead and open these notes, and I want you to spend some more time looking through these as well, but these are the big 6 air pollutants. We're talking about carbon oxides, lead, nitrogen oxides, particulates, ground level ozone, and sulfur oxides. Each one of these has something in common. They all come from burning fuels. Sometimes it might be burning gasoline in a vehicle, maybe it's burning fuel in a furnace, maybe it's burning coal in production of electricity. And I want you to really look through and start to process what is causing each type of atmospheric pollution. Because what we are getting into is we are starting to look at what those pollutants actually look like in the atmosphere where we live and what kind of side effects they're going to have. So this is the lab that we're going to do on Monday, September 21st. This is the what's the air quality like in Rittman. So the first thing that I'm going to have you do is go ahead and open up the slides for air pollution. Now, these are images from a microscope slide. So as you take a look, the first slide, this is going to be our control. So this was a slide that was open to the atmosphere in our classroom, and it was capturing any different particle matter or chemical matter that was in our atmosphere here. So if I'm looking at this slide, what I want to do is pick out several different grid boxes, and we can see these grid boxes here. And in each grid that I pick, I want to count any particulate matter that I see. So if I'm looking at this grid box right here, those little flecks that I see, those are most likely going to be an air bubble on the slide, not really a particulate piece. If I move down a slide, however, I do have a particulate that landed in the slide matter here. So I would count that as one particulate in that particular grid box. But if I go back, I have a lab sheet that I need to be working on here. And this is something that you can copy onto a Google Doc. If you have a printer, you can print this out and then take a photo of your work, or you can write this down on paper, take a photo of your paper and send it in to me. But our control down at the bottom here, our environment was our science classroom. And I need to count the number of particulates per square. So this is asking me to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those grid boxes on the slides and count the particulates in each one. So the first box I counted had 0 particulates. So I would fill 0 in here. The second box had 1 particulate. So I would fill in 1. Okay, so as I'm looking through each one of these, I actually need to pick different boxes. I'm going to randomly find a new box and count the number of particulates there. Now you'll notice in the control slide, a lot of your boxes may have a count of 0, and that is totally fine. Now, once you've done your control slide, then you're going to move into your next slide. And this is from the Commons here at school. Same thing. I'm going to randomly pick one grid section at a time, count the number of particulates that I see, and I'm going to do that for 10 grid boxes, recording as I go. So as I'm filling this out on my lab sheet, at the end of each environments row, I need to find the average number of particulates per square. And here's what that means. We have something that we've been working on called the Air Quality Index. You have this linked to your Google Classroom as well. But the Air Quality Index, or AQI, means how many particles of pollution we currently have available. So what you're going to do is you're going to use your average count for each of the areas from around Rittman on your slides, and you're going to kind of compare that to your air quality index chart. If you had 0 to 50 particulates, that means you're really in a green, good, healthy air quality zone. If you find something with an average between 51 to 100 particulates, that means there are moderate health concerns for people at risk, such as asthma, lung disease, etc. And you can see higher going into the orange, reds, purples, and maroons have really intense air pollutant problems. So you need to kind of compare our different locations and see what exactly is going on with our air quality before you tackle the questions asking you to analyze those slides. Was there an area in or around Rittman that has better or worse air quality, and why do you think that is? Making connections, of course, to that main pattern we had for our air pollutants, which is burning fuels. Are you close to an area that's burning fuels? What types of fuels are being burnt, and so forth. So this is what I'd like for you to work on Monday. On Tuesday, I will be posting something new. We're going to be taking a look more at national air quality on Tuesday, and then looking at some of the different things we are trying to do to prevent air pollution issues. So please be checking Gmail, be checking in on Google Classroom. Please email if you have any questions, and I hope you all are doing well.